Young Nigerians continue to lead in different sectors in the country. Meet a 28-year-old from Nasarawa State who is breaking boundaries in the field of architecture and design.
I've grown to love it because I can see the impact it has on people's lives.
Can you highlight some of the major challenges you face when you're doing or you're carrying out a field projects? I think we should walk as you answer that.
Challenges, there's a lot. In regards to like project execution, one of our biggest challenges, especially with the Nigerian system, is scope creep.
Welcome to Status Connect. This is the show where we interview successful business owners and entrepreneurs who are doing amazing in their various fields. We'll be telling their story about how they've been able to build their brand to what it is today. I'm your host, Aishat Abdullah, and today I have one of Nigeria's finest and youngest entrepreneurs, and who is an architect and also a designer in person of Jamil Isumbabi. Over 8 years of experience. He's also leading a team of amazing architects. Hello Jamil.
Hi Aisha.
How are you doing today?
Fine, thank you. How's it going?
So you have a nice office, and officially and unofficially I'm applying to be architects. When I would be interning here.
Accepted.
But it's paid.
Oh, you're going to be paying us?
No, I'll be getting paid and it's fully remote.
Okay. I see you're doing your own terms, you're setting your own terms. Fine.
Okay, I should let the CEO do that. Okay, but then moving into the conversation, can you tell us a bit more about who Jamil is and what was growing up for you like?
Okay, so my name is Jamil Isumbabi. I'm from Nasarawa State. I grew up in Lagos. I was in Lagos for about 10 years of my life before we moved to Abuja. I'm from a family. I have 3 elder brothers, one younger brother and 2 little sisters.
Okay.
Basically, that's it.
What are some of the important tools, or what are some of the tools that you use?
When we talk about tools, we talk about like most architects use SketchUp, ArchiCAD, AutoCAD. Those are software that we also use as well.
For True, how did you come up with the name of the brand? What is it about? Because for every name, there's always a story behind it. So how did you come up with the name of the brand?
Okay, so I think it all starts from an idea. We really wanted to do things better. Whatever we do, whether it's customer service, whether it's client relations, whether it's design, whether it's the actual execution of the projects, we just feel like we can do things better. So that's where we started from. The name, on the other hand, it's a German word. True hand is a German word.
Okay.
So it means trust. Literally means trust, So, and then the flip on it is when you say true hand, it also means like the true hand, not the incorrect hand, not the wrong hand. You're working with the true hand to get your projects done.
The trusted, they should trust
trusted
you.
hand, exactly. So that's what it's about. So what scope creep means is that even after you've documented that these are the items you are going to deliver, this is what you're going to do in the project. When you start the project and when you're working with clients, sometimes as the project goes on, they have a change of mind. They are not sure that this is going to look good and all that. And we on our side, we can be like proper project management people and say, no, you can't make that. We do that a lot, but sometimes we know that it's really affects the clients. So we'll have to make those changes. And we get lost sometimes in the source, and then the client forgets that they've made all those changes that have delayed the project, and you have to communicate back to them. So we're working on doing that better. Another challenge we face is, like I told you in the beginning, getting the right people. The early stages, a lot of people we got were people who just wanted to...
They needed a job.
They needed a job. So they didn't really,
The money is the passion.
Yeah, so when they work for 2-3 months, you can see that they are no longer passionate, they are no longer interested in what they're doing.
And I think when you start changing hands, it kind of affects the productivity level.
That's why, like I told you, clients will have to build a team. Because we believe in the power of teams, right? When you have a good team, solid team, you can go through a lot of things.
Yes.
You can keep a lot of things in-house.
Yes.
Because even though we're just a new company and we're starting, we see a lot of companies copy what we're doing. Yeah, really, like some of the things we start doing, lighting, some techniques and finishing. We see some companies adopt that and they can adopt that very fast, sometimes even faster than
you
so
for implementing.
Constantly innovate and like being at the forefront of the market.
Okay.
There are a lot of challenges, and also the fact that I'm young and we have a young team, it's a problem sometimes because there are some clients where you send an architect to go over for a measurement and they see that he's young, they call me back. Tell me, why did you send this young guy over? Are you sure you know what he's doing?
And you're like, he's very, very good, he can do it. How do you see the future of architecture in Abuja, in Nigeria, and the world at large? Because I know that because we are Nigerians, or because we are in this country, there are some limitations that you may be encountering on the job. So, what do you think?
I think the future is good. I think I can say that because with globalization now, you don't need to go anywhere in the world to have that experience or to see that. There are people who are here in their homes and like they're always on YouTube watching a lot of videos of what's happening outside different buildings and all that. So they can, I think there's no problem with that. They can apply it. The most important thing I feel and I think for architecture is just getting people to understand, and also the architects to understand that it's more than what you see. Okay. Right? So architecture has been reduced to kind of like an art form where does this building look nice or not? Yes, it looks good, it doesn't look good, that kind of thing. It's more than
fine
that.
Or flashy.
It's more than that. It's about how you feel in the building, right? It's
like
about
the way I felt when I was here.
Yes, those little things. It's about all your senses, your touch. Sometimes you might walk into a place and the wall is smooth, and by the time you get somewhere else, it's a stone wall. That change in texture affects people. There's a lady that used to fry kose outside. That thing has stuck in my memory.
Yes.
That's the architecture of the first house we used to live in, right? So those are things that we shouldn't forget. It's not just about eyes, what you can see. Yeah, it's a lot of things that come together to give you that architectural feeling. I think there's a name for it. They call it the, I think, phenomenology of architecture is a big word. So it's about the phenomenon, everything that's happening at the same time when you experience a building. Not to go too far off, but I'll give you an example. You might see a building and think like, oh, this is so beautiful, this is amazing and all that. What if you go in and like the ventilation is crap and it's so hot, immediately you step in, it's all glass everywhere and the glass is bringing heat into the building. How are you going to feel? What's your
disappointed?
Exactly. Yeah. So it's more than I wish like a lot of architects would look into that. I mean, it's more than just the visual appreciation of architecture. It's more about the whole experience.
Okay. Yeah. So what you do seem like a lot of work, either you're on the field or you're on the system and all of that. So how does Jamil relax when he's not working? Do you sleep?
I play football. I haven't played football in maybe like 3 months now because it's been quite hectic, but I play at least 2 times a week. I'm picking up tennis now, lawn tennis, so I'm playing tennis every weekend.
You're trying to discover your artistic parts.
Yes. So I play tennis every weekend, and I play a lot of video games in my free time because that takes me away from everything. So when I'm locked in, like even sports, when I'm playing a sport, I can leave my phone in the car, so I'm that period of time I'm away from all of this, and then I have 2 kids. Yeah, so when I'm not doing any of this, I'm always with them. So that's.
There's some persons who would watch this video and might be aspiring architects and they're inspired. What is this message you just give to them, or what's just one thing you're going to tell to anybody who has interest and maybe they're stuck or they don't even know how to start?
Take the last question first. I think the first thing is just start. Whatever you have in your mind, you can't, you'll never be perfect.
Yeah.
It's the same me, and I'm maybe nobody, but I still feel sometimes like I'm not perfect at what I'm doing. But you have to start. You have to keep trying. You make mistakes, you make errors. That's normal. You fail, you stand up, you try again. Like, if you don't fail, you're not going to succeed. So even like tennis that I'm playing now every weekend, I'm not good at it. But I notice every week I go, like my trainer is telling me I'm getting better. I'm getting better. If I just stop from the first time I played because I wasn't good, I wouldn't improve. Yeah. And then through hand, in general, I see us, the vision I have is us being the household name for architecture, firstly in Abuja. So because we notice a lot of architecture companies are far away from the people, and the people are the ones who require architecture. Of course, we know institutions require as well, and that gives us a lot of money as well, but we want to be close to the people. We want, in your house, you have a design solution, you have a design problem, you should be thinking that through hand and you need a design solution. So that's our goal. In the long term, we hope to probably start some classes. I'm a huge fan of architectural theory. That's like the theoretical part of architecture, not just building history of architecture, how modernism started, postmodernism, before we got to things like that. So, we hope to go into like academia as well.
Okay. So I think this is going to be my last question.
Okay.
So passion is good. You have interest in what you're doing, you're passionate about it. But then if the money is not coming in, it can get frustrating.
Definitely.
So, so far in the business, giving us a range, how would you say is the profit and how would you say the revenue is doing?
Yeah, very good, at least for now. Way more than we expected. Okay. But we're also like wary because we know business is a long-term thing. You're not thinking just short-term, this year, next year. We're thinking like 5-10 years ahead. So we've already encountered a lot of challenges at the moment, and even in the past. We know we're still going to encounter more challenges in the future, and we're just trying to be prepared and ready for that.
It has been a very inspiring and interesting conversation so far. Thank you so much, Jamil, for doing this with us. I believe that whoever is watching this or you watching this, you've picked one or two lessons from Jamil's story. The description to how you can reach Jamil and other information will be in the description box. Thank you for watching this video and hope to see you in another episode. Do not forget to subscribe, like and share. I've been your host, Aisha Abdullah. Bye for now.